Hey guys, so today is going to be a real quick update probably. I started my period, Saturday morning, like early Saturday morning, like 2 o'clock Saturday morning. So I'm on a whole new cycle. We cannot start our fertility treatments up the cycle like we had hoped because it came too soon. Usually, I'm waiting 2 months, and apparently this time I only had to wait a month and a half. So I did ovulate on CD15. Finally confirmed that because I had my period literally 14 days later, like to the dot. So now I'm on CD3 again. We're going to continue what we did before, except we're going to be more on top of the every other day plan, using the pre-seed or whatever as long as we can, and things like that. I'm also going to be drinking green tea with honey because someone told me it helped. I will say, let's not even talk about TTC real fast. Talk about periods, because we all have to deal with them, especially, and it's more traumatic and everything when TTCing, and if you have PCOS, because it hurts like hell. We decided we were going to diaper cloth our children, including a Marie. However, as I was researching cloth diapering and everything, you come across cloth pads and sponge tampons and things like that, and I did a lot of research on those too. And I decided, I'm going to give it a try, because some side effects, there are side effects to using disposable pads and tampons, and I did not know that. But some of the side effects are increased, heavier flow, worse cramps, it lasting longer, all that, and then some rare side effects is like cervical cancer and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try cloth pads this cycle round. I love them. If you don't want to listen to things about cloth pads, whatever, click off. I love cloth pads. They are so comfortable. I don't feel like I'm wearing a pad. I don't feel like I'm wearing a diaper. I hate pads. I hate pads. I always feel like I'm just sitting in my own bleh, and it's disgusting, and it's horrible, and it feels like you're wearing a diaper, especially people like me who have that really heavy flow, and you can't just wear normal ones. You have to wear that heavy overnight ones, or you're gonna leak right through within 20 minutes. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna try pads. First time doing it, they felt great, they were comfortable, all that. However, I had regular, I don't even know if I have any. Yeah, I don't have any of the ones. Maybe I do. One moment. Where'd they go? Oh. Yeah, no, they're all in the wash. I had thin ones I had bought that were like 2 layers of thin material, and I was like, oh, this kind of seems, and that was way too thin for me. That is like if you are spotting. And I made some of my own, which were like that, which they have a few extra layers. There's like 6 layers in the center, 5 layers, 2, 3, yeah, 5 layers in the center of these. And I tried that, and they still kind of leak through, but not as much. So then I tried it with a thicker material, a much thicker material, and like 2 of the thin material, 2 of the thick material, and that was like, and you think it's gonna feel like a diaper still, kind of like a padded diaper, but really I didn't notice it. You wear them, it just feels like you're wearing underwear. It doesn't, I didn't feel like I was sitting in the waist. I just felt like, I was wearing my underwear. And then when it was time to change it, I felt wet. But, that's how it is with disposables. When it's time to change it, you feel wet. But I didn't feel like I was. And my periods, they're 3 days usually, 3 to 4 days long. The first day is horrible, bad cramps. Like they open the floodgates. Sorry, TMI. But it just hurts so bad where I won't get out of bed. I'll be taking hydrocodone or oxycodone, which is prescribed to me for my back, but I'll take it for my cramps because it's just so bad. And then the second day is just as bad when it comes to flow-wise. but the cramps aren't as bad, but they're still bad enough where I may be getting out of bed, but I'm not going too far. And then the third day, I'm usually fine with just slight twinges of cramps. So today is my third day. I have a little bit of a heavier flow than usual for my third day, but it's still not heavy flow. It just seems like a more normal period, what you would expect to be a normal period. Yesterday was a light flow. I only had to, I changed regularly, but I could have probably just worn one all day and it would have been fine. But I changed regularly because I'm not disgusting like that. But I had no cramps whatsoever. And like today, I'm having no cramps. I'm exhausted and cranky, and I'm breaking out like a mofo if you can't tell. But I'm not cramping. Yesterday, I wasn't cramping. Breaking out, tired, but just because of insomnia. But I wasn't cramping. The first day, I started having the cramps, like, oh god, I'm going to be starting it. And I actually started that Friday night, around 11 o'clock. And then it went into the morning. And then around, about 1-ish, they started getting bad enough where I needed to, like, stand to, like, I was sitting down and it would cramp and I would stand from the pain. But, that's about it. They weren't like these overly horrible cramps. They felt like my period coming on. I used a cloth pad. And usually, about the time, I usually use tampons. I don't like pads. When I put a tampon in, it usually takes about 20 minutes. And I'll notice my cramps getting 10 times worse and getting stronger. And I just always assumed that was just a normal part of my period. That's how it works. It gets worse as time goes by. But I also, I noticed when I use pads, the few times that I do for, like, when I had the Mirena removed, I used pads for the, like, first 2 periods because it still just was too tender to put in anything down there. Or, like, when I had, the, SHG done, I used a pad my first, that period and everything. Because it hurt. But, like, everything else, I just assumed that's how it was. Put these pads on. 20 minutes later, I'm expecting my cramps to get worse. What really happened is, they stayed that constant, like, just every few, I don't know, maybe once or twice in an hour. So, like, maybe every 30 minutes or so. I would get a twinge of pain, and that was it. It didn't get bad enough where I needed to take Tylenol. It didn't get bad enough where I needed to take Hydro or Oxycodone. If you guys have never heard of Oxycodone or Hydrocodone, these are strong pain medicines. Hydrocodone's strong. Wait, I could be getting them mixed up, but I'm pretty sure Hydrocodone is the strong. No, I was getting. Oxycodone is the stronger one, or at least it's stronger for me. And the Hydrocodone is not as strong. The Oxycodone usually makes me drowsy. However, the Hydrocodone knocks me out, and I'll be knocked out for 7 hours when I take it usually. So these are the kind of medicines, the kind of painkillers where you cannot, after taking them, get up and go to work, or get up and make dinner, or get up and go to the bathroom without someone escorting you to the restroom because you're too dizzy to stand up. Okay, these are those kind of medicines. So usually I have to take those. My period pains get so bad, I need to take those. This is my first period trying them. It could be a fluke. This period has been awesome. I haven't even minded being on my period, which is saying something to me. I'm going on 15 months of TTCing, and period should be the worst thing that could ever happen to me. And I'm still pissed I had my period, and I really was hoping for big fat positive. But this period is not so. Like, if they remain like this, I will be perfectly okay with having my period every month. Oh my god, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'll be like, oh, my period's about to come, yeah. Oh god, I'm such a crazy person, I swear. But yeah, so that's my period update. TTC wise, new cycle, we won't be able to start up our treatments yet. Maybe next cycle, and I'm going to continue saying that until we can get to, with the wedding coming up this month, or next month, with the wedding coming up soon, within a month, it's really hard for us to go ahead and say, yeah, we can shell out $750. Not only that, but now we're starting everything, and I'm going to cover more of this in my adoption vlog. We're starting the adoption process, and like in 2 weeks we need $400 so we can send a frickin' citation to the bio dad to get him to sign over custody. Okay, so we owe $1,900 and something for catering still, $400 to start out with, or not to start out with, but for the payment plan, to go ahead and get the father to sign over his rights. Then I still have to finish making the girls' dresses. I still have to make my flower girls' dresses. There's still last minute things we gotta do for the wedding, things like that. My dad's helping me with catering, but he's not paying for the catering. There's still like a lot of money we have to pay for the caterer. So there's just it's not reasonable to do this wedding, to be adopting, and then to do fertility treatment right on top of it. So after the wedding, we'll have a little bit more leeway. Hopefully my next sorry, that was hurting me. Maybe my next cycle I won't be so it won't come as quickly. Maybe it'll be another like a 2-month or a 3-month that I'm used to, and we'll be able to save up that $750 to go ahead and do our first round of Femera with natural TTC after ovulation, or during ovulation, not after ovulation. But yeah, so that's the plan as of right now. I mean, things could change. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll win the lottery or something. Not that we actually play it, so but you know what I mean. You never know. Something could happen. But so that's my quick TTC update. I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to start my adoption vlog, so they may be a back-to-back here. But I will see you guys next week with hopefully a halfway there update, or 1/4 there update for this cycle. Okay, till next time, bye guys!